Hi, this is Chad from Adventure Designs. We're here at our store in Northern California near San Francisco, and I want to show you a neat safety upgrade product. This is the Weiser Ultra Bright LED turn signal or blinker upgrade kit. And we're also going to show you how to install them on the most common bikes. I've had these Ultra Bright blinkers on my R1200 GS for over 3 years, and they've never let me down. I've ridden hard off-road with vibration on the street, long distances, and rain and shine, and they've never failed. So they have the longevity that we require, and that's the beauty of LEDs, is they have such a long life. Whereas the stock bulb, incandescent bulb, because it's got a filament on the inside, it's much more prone to breaking or failing when you're out on the trip. So another reason why it's important to do the LED upgrades is it makes you much more noticeable to other cars around you. The LEDs, instead of one filament bulb, you've got 20 individual LEDs broadcasting ultra bright light, not only forward, but to the sides at a better degree. So cars that are at an angle offset from you can see you much better when you've got the LED blinkers on than a standard stock situation. We also like them because it works as an OEM part. Basically, you pull out the inside of this OEM housing and you slide in the LED kit. Very easy installation, works with your existing electronics, and it really increases the safety on the bike. So I want to go over now what exactly comes in each pair of these LED blinkers. You see here, you have both a left and a right housing, and what you're going to want to know is when you actually pull this out of the package, you've got your clip underneath, so make sure to take care of that and be fragile with it. But you've got those two pieces, and then you have detailed step-by-step instructions, so always consult the step-by-step instructions. There's great tips there. We're going to walk through it here. So now I want to move into the installation, and really the installation is very simple. It takes about 5 minutes per light bulb, and you're going to want to make sure to order the right type. Check our website for the fitment charts. There's basically two broad categories. For most current models like this R1200 GS water-cooled, some of the new KTM 1190s, and some other bikes, you're going to notice a more pointy housing. That OEM housing requires a specific style, which we have available for that bike. If you have an older model bike, you're going to notice a narrower or more round end housing. Make sure to select that one. The installation is identical on both. We're going to go through both installations so you can see it, so that you're ready to do it on your own at home. Okay, the first step is to remove the OEM clear plastic housing. And you'll do this by carefully removing the screw once it's out, then carefully remove the clear housing, being very careful not to break the arm which holds it secure in place. And then take your flathead screwdriver, you just gently pry, pulling this housing out. You're going to notice on this bike, the positive is the blue wire and the negative is the brown wire. Gently pull those out. If you can't do it with your hands, just use the needle nose pliers to gently disconnect. Now what you're going to do is in your package, you're going to carefully pull out the LED upgrade board. And then right underneath, you're going to want to carefully pull out this little fitment tab. You want to be careful with that. You can damage it or break it. So take this tab and gently insert it against here. There's a track that it's designed to slide into. So gently wiggle that into place, making sure it's all the way seated. And then you're going to come to the board. You can see a positive symbol and a negative symbol. Again, if you can't do it with your fingers, just use some needle nose pliers and gently do it. But on this one, I'm able to just use my fingers. And go ahead and turn on that blinker just to make sure it's working properly. You can see I've got the correct wires. If the wires were not attached correctly, it would not function. And you're going to want, there's these two little tabs here. You're going to want to insert those into that little foot, and now press it in, and it's in. Now you can go grab your clear lens and the screw, and then gently put your screw in the back, and that's it. We just completed the installation on one of these lights. Now just repeat this process for the other front and then the two rear, and you're all set. Now we're going to transition to installation of the newer style LED blinkers, the more pointy style over on this bike. On this particular style, the screw is actually on the front side. So now that you've removed your stock housing, go ahead and grab one of the blinker housings, gently pull it out of the plastic, and take special care not to lose or damage this little attachment foot. So what you're going to do is take this, and you can see the round and groove, and take the round and groove side and just gently slide it in. There's a track, and you just want to wiggle that and make sure it seats all the way in the back. And then you're going to take care to connect the positive and negative wires lined up with those feet and gently pressed evenly around. And that's it. Before you do anything else, you're going to want to test them. Okay, now that you've tested the light, it functions, and you've turned the bike completely off, take your clear housing and your screw. And what you're going to want to do is carefully line up this foot, pressing in, and then the trick we found is just squeezing with your entire hand gently and hearing that snap so it's totally engaged. Now that it looks like it's got a good seal, gently take your screw and you'll feel it line right up. Not over tighten it though, so that you get a good seal for moisture. Now we've successfully installed the Weiser Ultra Bright, and as you can see, they're significantly more bright than the stock bulbs, and they last longer, they're less susceptible to vibration and failure, and motorists are going to see you both when they're forward and then from a greater angle along the sides. So it's a very easy install, anyone can do it. We appreciate you watching this. Hope this is helpful. This is Chad from Adventure Designs signing off.